This video has been sponsored by Affler and Retainful.
Hey Shopify fam, welcome back to the One Shopify podcast, your weekly dose of DTCT, digital hustle, and a strict no boosting zone. You all know what I mean. Powered by our partners, Affler and Retainful, tools that help brands build loyal communities, boost revenue with smart automation. I'm your host Ashika, and today we are unlocking the conversation playbook for Shopify stores that want to scale without annoying their customers. Joining me today is someone who is doing exactly that. Daniel, her co-founder and CPO at AOV.ai by Avada. They are building smart systems that help brands boost their average order value with personalization and intent-based experiences that feel seamless and not sketchy. If you're a founder, marketer, or operator looking to grow revenue without killing customer trust, this episode is for you. Let's get to it. And before that, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thank Aashika for having me today. I'm really excited to be here. So this is my first time we record a podcast, and I'm very happy to share my insight with your audience.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, let's start with one of the biggest buzzwords out there, personalization. But you and I both know there's a fine line between helpful and creepy. What's one personalization tactic that actually drives sales without weirding people out?
For me, personalization is one of those things that sound great, but if you get it wrong, it feels very fast. So what we have seen work real well and doesn't feel creepy is something super simple like target product based on what already in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, if someone asks a face cleanser instead of throwing five random upsell product, you should choose you should target the toner that you usually go with it. So they are things people often buy together anyway. So when you say something like complete your routine, or people usually ask you to, it feel nature and you are not being pushy, you
Mm-hmm.
are being helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And shopper are okay with that. They don't mind getting a little nut as long as it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So when it connects to what they are already doing, that's when it clicks.
Oh, got it. Got it. And love that. And it's true, hi first name isn't really personalization anymore. So, what does deeper personalization look in 2025, especially for Shopify brands?
Okay, so exactly, yeah. So these days people are smart and they know when it's auto-directed.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, real personalization in 2025 isn't about names or birthdays. It's about understanding why someone is shopping in the first place. What is their goal? Are they trying something new or really something they love? And some brands do this really well, like GameStop, a famous brand for gift stuff. So, for example, instead of upselling the same t-shirt to everyone, they group product by workout goal. So, if someone shopping game gear, they might target recovery tools, not just more of the same. So,
Oh.
it feels relevant to what that person is trying to do. And the best part is you don't need creative tech to start doing this. You can just look at your own data
Oh.
and what products are often bought together, what do new customers buy versus returning ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of insight right there. You just have to connect the dots.
Got it. Got it. And do you have any example maybe from a D2C brand using AOV.ai where a smart tweak to personalization made a major impact on conversions?
Yeah. We have worked with a skincare brand
Oh.
with a pretty common catalog like cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. But
Mm.
their best sellers was a cleanser, and they wanted to get people to add one more item to boost the AOV.
Got it.
And so we had them set up a trigger in our app, like whenever someone added that cleanser to their cart, we suggested a matching toner, and it's based on the real past orders.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wasn't a random combo. Customer who bought the cleanser often came back for the toner. So
Mm-hmm.
now we just sell it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But here is the twist. We only sold that offer to new customers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So returning customer didn't see it
Mm-hmm.
because they already knew the product. So no need to put the same thing again.
Okay.
And it's worked. After just 2 weeks, the offer has around 21% conversion rate, and the AOV for new shoppers went up by around 15%.
Okay.
And that's what I love about this kind of personalization. It's not about being fancy,
Mm-hmm.
it's about being thoughtful. Yeah.
Yes, allow that. And okay, all right. The hack number two, upsells. Let's be honest. Most upsells feels like a last minute cash grab. What are the most brands doing wrong here?
Okay, so a lot of upsell feel like the brand is just trying to get a bit more money,
Mm-hmm.
and shopper can feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So one big mistake is showing the same upsell to everyone, no matter what they are buying.
Got it.
So like if someone buying a $20 candles and you upsell a $50 candle set, it just doesn't match. It feel random. And another common mistake is timing. So some store throws the upsell too early before the shopper had even decided what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine being halfway through choosing your product and already getting hit with a pop-up like what to add, want to add this. So
Right.
it really annoying and overwhelming for shopper and it's not helpful.
Yes, I have experienced that.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard you talk about timing a lot. That is not what you show, but when. Can you explain how to identify the right moment for an upsell?
Okay, so timing honestly makes or breaks the upsell.
Mm-hmm.
So what we see is that the best moment is right after the commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the shoppers ask something to cart, or even better,
Mm-hmm.
right after they check out.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they are most open. They
Mm-hmm.
are in buying mode, and it's a good time to make a helpful suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And another big one is contextual timing. So if you upsell based on what in the cart, not just a generic offer, the shopper is more likely to see it as useful.
Okay.
And timing also depends on who the customer is. So a new customer might need a smaller, low-risk add-ons, but returning customer might be ready for bundles or higher value offer. So
Mm-hmm.
segmenting your upsell by customer types is a huge win.
Okay, okay, okay. I love that when you said
Mhm.
timing what is what it makes or breaks. Great. Okay. What about post-purchase upsells? I feel like they're still massively underrated. What's your take?
Yeah, I really agree with your
Mm-hmm.
question. For me, food purchase upsell are like a secret weapon, but not enough when I using today.
Yes.
For my opinion, uh, food purchase upsell is so good because the sale is already done. So you are not risking conversion, and there are no checkout friction, and the customer is still in a shopping mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So they are feeling good. They just bought something, and so if you show a relevant offer right after checkout, it feels like a bonus and not a push.
Mm-hmm.
So we work with a supplement brand that offer like double your order for 30% off right after purchase, and almost 25% of new customers took the offer, and that's a huge revenue boost. And it didn't hurt the conversion at all because it happened after the main sale. So
Oh,
honestly, purchase upsell are one of the easiest way to increase the AOV without adding any risk. So if you are not using them, you are leaving money on the table.
exactly. Any tools or triggers you recommend to decide which upsell to show based on the behavior?
Okay, so yeah, the good news is you don't need fancy behavior checking to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do at AOV.ai is we help merchants set up trigger by upsell. So
Oh,
for example, if a customer asks for product A, then offer the product B.
mm-hmm.
But we don't stop there. We also let them filter by customer type
Mm-hmm.
using Shopify segment. So you can say sell this upsell only to shoppers in the US,
Mm-hmm.
and that level of targeting make a big difference. So a one size fits all upsell might get ignored, but when the offer is clear, connect to what the shopper just did or who they are, it suddenly makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And what and that's when you get the best result, higher OV, better conversion rate, and the shopper who feel like, yeah, that actually helped them.
Got it. Got it. Okay, growth hack #3. And this is the one I'm personally obsessed with, intent-based product discovery. You help brands surface products shoppers didn't know they wanted. How do you do that without overwhelming them?
Yeah, this one my favorite too because when you do it right, it feels nature,
Yes.
like you are reading the customer mind a little.
Mm-hmm.
So the tricks is make it clear and easy to understand.
Mm-hmm.
What we see a lot is brands showing shopper too many product suggestions at once. You
Mm-hmm.
know, anti collections or buy different upsell blocks or recommend product slider that never end. It's just not for shopper.
Mm-hmm.
So what works better is showing just a couple of high relevant suggestions, usually is 1 to 3 max. That a clear tie to what the shopper is doing. So if someone asks a skincare kit, don't show them another, show them a review pack. So that's the intent-based discovery. It's not so more stuff. It's what is equal about like what's the next logical thing this person needs right now. And and here's the thing. If you know what the product they started or added to cart, that's already enough to suggest something thoughtful.
Got it. Got it. So is this where AI really kicks in? I mean, what kind of data signals that does AOV.ai look at?
Yeah, so this is where AI adds a ton of value, especially when it comes to recognize product patterns across thousands of orders.
Mm-hmm.
So at AOV.ai, we don't use click tracking or pixel data.
Oh,
Instead, we look at the order history to find the relationship between products,
mm-hmm.
like what get bought together,
Mm-hmm.
what usually come next in repeat purchase, or what performing well as an add-on. So let's say customer often buy product A and B, But you also notice that people who buy A first often come back for C in the second order. And that's not something most merchants could catch on their own, but AI can help.
Yes, yes.
So once you find the pattern, you can start building smart discovery flows. So for first time buyer of A, we might suggest C at checkout or post purchase because the data show is a common next step. So we call these like intense clusters. It's
Mm,
not about product categories.
mm.
It's about understanding why people buy what they buy and what journey they are on.
Got it, got it. And yeah, and what would you say to a brand with a small catalog? Can they still benefit from this type of discovery? Let's say they're not having multiple products, very small amount of products. Will this help?
Hmm. Okay, so definitely, I think is small catalog is often the easiest to optimize because if you only have like 10 or 15 SKU, you probably already know how they fit together.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe product A is a great entry point, product B is a good upsell, and product C is something that people refill every month.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of pushing more product, you can guide shopper through a simple path. Like for example, if someone buy a sleepy for the first time, you can offer them a small candle to go with it. So it's like a bundle of to have a good sleep. Or if someone buys two bags, you can offer a subscription at the post purchase because they already want more of your product. And even if they buy something as a gift, you can follow up later with something they might want for themselves. And these are micro journeys, and they work especially well when you are not overwhelming shopper with options.
Mm-hmm.
And we can make it easy to set up the rule based on what is the card and what type of customer they are. So you don't need 100 products to create smart discovery. You just need a clear idea of what each product does is the customer journey.
Okay, okay. Adding to this now, let's say someone has only 15 SKUs. What's the first step to implementing better product discovery?
Okay, so the first step is stop thinking in categories and start thinking in customer missions.
Mm-hmm.
So you can ask yourself like, what are people is trying to achieve when they buy this product? Are they solving a problem? Starting a routine?
Mm-hmm.
So after that, you can map your product to their goal. So and you can start making discovery feel personal without needing any checking. So for example, instead of having something like shampoo, you can think of it as the first step is a hair repair routine. So that help you know what to second next, like a conditioner or a hair mask to complete the set.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, set up a trigger value. If customer add product A, so B and C add the next step, maybe in product page, the cart page or purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we have had store test it up in AOV.ai just by using the Shopify order data and some simple campaign rules. So it doesn't have to be complicated. What matters is making clear. So when product suggestion feel helpful, people are much more likely to say yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so all of this ties into a philosophy you have mentioned before that great growth should feel invisible. Could you expand on what that means?
Okay, so yeah, I really believe in that idea because when I say invisible growth, I mean the customer shouldn't even realize they are being upsold. The
Okay.
journey should feel smooth and like everything is just falling into place. So
Mm-hmm.
they are it's discovering more, maybe spending more, but it's never feel like the brand is pushing too hard.
Okay.
It's kind of like you're walking into a physical store and the layout and the products are already good, so you don't need app to for help. Things are where they should be. So someone might make a suggestion at the right time, but it doesn't feel like a service. It just feel helpful. And that is the kind of role that futures because when people feel like they in control, they are more likely to say yes. And the cool thing is you can do this right, the AOV will go up measurably, not because you push harder, but because experiment makes sense.
Got it. Got it. What are some cues that let customers feel in control even when we are guiding them?
Oh yeah, so I love the question. One of the easiest way to give people control is to make the upsell optional and clear. Like you instead of auto adding something to their cart, you can ask like want to ask this, and you should let them say no easily. That is small detail makes a big difference.
Okay.
And another cues is the language that we use. A lot of brand sound aggressive like don't miss out or hurry before it's gone. And I think this might work in the past, but for now it's makes super feel stressful.
Oh,
Instead, phrases like you might like it too, John, or other found this useful come across way softer and honestly they convert better when done dry.
got it.
It feels like more like a suggestion than a push, and even the visual design play a role. So if your upsell blog look like a helpful tip, not a full screen pop-up, people are more open to engage with it. So it all comes back to tone and choice. The more respectful you are of the super space, the more likely they are keep moving forward.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk tone. So many brands came off too aggressive. How can founders write persuasive copy that doesn't feel like a late night informative thing?
Okay, so tone is everything. Even the best offer can fail if the tone fail off.
Exactly.
What I usually say is you should just why like you talk. You can imagine you are taking a friend, not writing a sales page. You should keep it real. So instead of throwing a text like this is the number one product in the world, you can say like people use it to wind down after a long day. That feel honest and more relatable.
Okay.
And also lean on social proof. So when super here like 1,000 people use this every night, it's futures because it's not the brand talking, it's the community, and that feel more like believable than a big bold headline saying buy now. Yeah, and don't overload the copy. One or two helpful sentences so at the right time work way better than five bullet points and a countdown timer. So the key is simple, kind, and helpful, and that's how the tone will.
Got it. Got it. And yeah, we have final come to the final segment. All right. So let's go to the quick fire round to close us out. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Most annoying growth tactic you wish you would die.
For me, is like pop-ups in the first 2 seconds. Go to a website. You should let people discover your product before you put them at more.
Exactly, it's very annoying.
Yeah.
Favorite AOV boosting strategy right now?
For me, purchase upsell because it's no pressure, great timing, and it's just work for super.
Got it, got it. Interesting. AOV, one word?
Okay, so in other words, for my opinion, just because when a customer add more to their cart or accept an upsell or follow your suggestion, that's a sign of they trust you. So they trust your timing, your recommendation,
Mm.
and when the trust is there, your AOV will go up.
Mhm. Okay. And one metric Shopify founder should check daily.
Okay, conversion rate, but
Mm.
but you should break it down by traffic source.
Mm.
That's where the hidden story is.
Okay, okay. One growth lesson you had to learn the hard way.
From my experience, more offer doesn't mean more sale. The relevant offer wins always.
Okay, got it, got it. Daniel, this was such a fun deep dive. Thank you for keeping it real and dropping actionable takeaways. For those tuning in, if you're serious about boosting your AOV without annoying your audience, check out AOV.ai by Avada. It must just be your favorite growth tool from now on. If this episode gave you a value, give us 5 stars, send it to your friend, a founder, and keep the conversation going on LinkedIn. And yeah, that's a wrap on another One Shopify podcast deep dive. And thank you, Daniel, for coming. I hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
the one.
Thank you, Ashika. It's really happy
Yeah,
to talk with you. Yeah.
yes. Thank you. So yeah, I'm Ashika, and this is One Shopify podcast. We are where growth gets real. Until next time, automate, smart, sleep well, and stay curious. Thank you all.